This morning's data, retail sales data that we got after drops in April and May. A big drop in May, as you know, down 0.9%. Today we got retail sales data that, like a lot of the banks have been telling us, snapped back to positive. Retail sales headline data for June, up 0.6 on the headline number. That's much better than expected and better than last month's down 0.9%. Retail sales ex vehicles up 0.5%. That's much better than last month's down 0.3 and better than expectations up 0.3. And then ex vehicles and gas showing up 0.6%. That's much better, 0.5% better than the expectations of up 0.1. Now, what does that tell us? We're getting a lot of data here on the consumer this week. Remember, it was July 10th that we got the Bank of America consumer checkpoint data, which showed the data's been pretty consistent. After down consumer spending in April, down consumer spending in May, it was 2% down in April and 7% down in May. A snapback in their data to up 0.3 in June. We got data from JP Morgan on their earnings from their CFO saying the U.S. consumer is recovering and showing signs of strength. So there's 3 data points that we got for the week on the U.S. consumer. Now, tomorrow, we'll get our 4th look at the U.S. consumer when we get American Express earnings. Remember, they're a bit different than the swiping of the cards like Visa and MasterCard do through these banks like Bank of America and JP Morgan. We get great data from them on the U.S. consumer. This will be a different one. This will be a more affluent consumer. And remember, American Express holds balances, so they can give us some data on the balances that they hold. So this week, we got data from Bank of America, from JP Morgan, retail sales data, and tomorrow we'll get data from American Express. So a really good look at the U.S. consumer this week.